Alright, so I haven't actually uploaded in a little bit because I've been fasting during this month, so this is gonna be right now. I'm doing my final set of the broad jumps before the lifting. I'm doing heavy circle squats. Hopefully that's better. So I'm about to do my last set right now. I haven't uploaded in a couple days because my whole schedule's been messed up because of Ramadan, fasting, everything. My sleep schedule and everything's been messed up. I've gotten a total of like 5 hours of sleep between the last 2 days. I mean, finally this last night I got like 10 hours of sleep, which is pretty sick. I mean, sleeping too much isn't the best, but gotta do my last set. And just wait for it to hit 50 and then do it again. So, one, two, and 8 more seconds, I'll do my final rep. That's that. Now I'm about to lift that. And now about to lift that. So just finished my lift, finished everything. I'm finally actually recording. I haven't recorded in a while. I gotta start recording everything again. The match breakdowns as well. I love watching the match breakdowns. I don't post them anymore, like shorts, with like short form videos anymore of the match breakdowns because I'm a wrestler at the end of the day, and I have to really focus on my wrestling compared to editing because that took like 3 hours to edit all the short form videos and everything like that. I would do like 5 a day, and I would edit like took like 2 hours, I think it was, or 1 hour. I don't know how long it took. It took a while. It took like 2 or 3 hours a day. So I need to focus on my wrestling again. I'm a college athlete first, then I'm a creator second. And it wasn't really getting any too much follows or anything like that. And ever since I started posting like my wrestling matches, which is tips on like screen, with like, oh yeah, this is what helped me. I felt like that's helped grow my account way more than the match breakdowns. And I think maybe as well posting 5 match breakdowns a day didn't help. I mean, it sort of did, but like you know, it could have maybe done something long term. But I think my page would have started becoming like a highlight page and not like an actual content creation page. And as well, sometimes I get caught up in numbers. Like for example, in this video, I look at I don't watch it. I don't look at it anymore. But sometimes I look at the analytics and I'll be like, oh yeah, after like a minute or like after like 30 seconds, like most of the audience dropped. And sometimes I think like to myself, like, do I have to make like a better poke or something like that? And then I remember that like I'm doing this just to document the entire thing. Sometimes like I tell myself like forget about the views, but at the same time it's like what's the point of talking if no one's gonna watch this? But then I also think to myself like, wait, I'm doing this just to create art, create something that like I can look back on, which people can look back on and see where my head was at that point. I don't want to just show like, oh yeah, this was my day, and I'm excited, yeah. All right, like I just want to show everything, it's like, and hopefully, there are a couple people right now. It's still small, it's growing, but slowly growing, Slow growth is better than no growth. Remember that, And also, I saw another reel actually as I was about to record this video. I don't really scroll reels or anything. I just posted a trial reel. I don't post anymore like anything, but I had to post like trial reels. I can't schedule those. All my other posts are scheduled, but I have to actually manually post trial reels. So as I was posting it, I got a reel that popped up like after high school. You don't talk to any of your friends, which isn't completely true. I don't talk to anybody, but that's because I've literally disconnected from everything. I deactivated my main social media page, my Instagram account. I deleted my Snapchat. Actually, the other day, call me whatever you want, but I actually started blocking people on Snapchat. The reason why I blocked them was because by now everyone's seen my page, and if they haven't followed or anything, I know at the same time, your friends aren't your fans, but at the same time, like, I've helped a lot of people out, so, there's a lot of, like, there'll be the people I blocked were, people that knew my full thing that I thought would support me a lot more. And, acted like my friend only when it looked good, like only when they thought, like, when he was doing everything, like, when I was in all my college matches and everything. Right now, not doing anything. So a lot of people haven't, lost a lot of people. But so yeah, I just deleted Snapchat. I blocked a couple of people just so I can't, like, go back in my mind. I could set it like, oh yeah, these people are out of my life, even though I haven't talked to anybody. So, and something that I noticed as well was I watched a video back of me like 2 months ago talking about like how much I cared. Like, well, I was talking in the video, but in the video, I constantly was hearing myself like thinking like about how other people would view it, how other people would view this and that. And either there's two things about it. Either one was I cared so much about the way I was viewed 2 months ago, or the second thing was I just downloaded Instagram back on. I actually logged into my main account that day, so I think that's why I was anxious. But I think a lot. I haven't watched way too much of my old videos right now, but I think a lot of times, I was talking about like, oh yeah, like how are other people gonna view this? Oh yeah, I was like upset about the fact that no one was supporting, but now it's like a privilege, to be completely isolated and doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? It's looks a little weird at times, but I got a couple people, that are supporting me, and every single person that like follows and everything, like right now, even though my account's growing a lot more faster now, even though like a lot of people are still have a lot of people, more people have seen it now, more people watching now, but the people that are following still are all people that are like that who were genuinely like supporting me from the like not from the start, but like when I first like went to college. Some people are supporting me because I'm currently the biggest wrestling account, like college wrestler in my area. Like we don't have any of the college athletes currently because no one else is doing it. But now it's like my views are up, everything's up, so it looks like better from the outside, but I don't really care. I'm just focused on doing something that impacts people. I do not care about any of the status stuff. I don't go around like being like, oh yeah, I'm this big status and everything. I do not care. But as you can tell, I didn't even tell you on my left. I was just talking about everything else. But it was actually really good today. And I let me catch my breath. What do you call it as well? I don't have to really worry, I think, too much about the storage anymore. That was a big issue. I sometimes still get worried about it. Like, oh yeah, is randomly when I'm recording this video, like it's gonna randomly pop up with a notification like, oh yeah, the storage is filled and it's gonna stop the video. That happened a lot, but that won't happen anymore. Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't happen like 2 seconds. But anyways, the Zercher squat, I did 345 for 3 reps. I did 3-second pause. I don't know why I was not trying to do 3 seconds. I was just trying to pause because the previous time I only paused for 1.5 seconds, so I wanted to pause longer this time. But 3 seconds is crazy. That's like complete control. That's crazy. And when I did 350, I upped to 350 and I did that for 3 reps. Only 2-second pause in those times. The third rep was really hard to actually re-rack the weight. I was actually majorly thinking about, just dropping the weight, but I actually had like 2 people, I think, actually like watching me do it, like the final rep, because it looked like very like it looked like I was about to pass out. So like my face was getting all red, I think, and everything like that. That happens to me when I'm doing heavy circles. Of course it is, but yeah, I got it up and everything. And then after the heavy circles, I did when I do farmer carries. The reason why I did farmer carries, I'm never doing farmer carries after. I mean, maybe I might start adding it, but the reason why I did it this time, I'll probably add it. Yeah, I'll probably add it from now on. But the reason why I did it today was because I didn't do farmer carries in a while, so I wanted to just do it. So then when I do it again on Tuesday, it won't be like completely off. So I did 330 and 350, which isn't too heavy. It's very light actually, but yeah, that was that. And afterwards, I did the hand cleans. I did 135 for 2 reps. Really trying to focus on speed. I think it was going up like easily, like not too hard, but I don't think the speed was exactly fully there, which is a little disappointing. I think though, like it was pretty fast. I wanted to be like lightning fast. That's the thing though. But didn't get that. But it was still, I felt good. It didn't feel like I was like grinding or anything. Like it felt pretty good. Then I did the landmine press, which this one went really good. It was 30 pounds for 5 reps. Did that for 4 sets. Really exploding up while I was doing it. I was trying not to hop. That was an issue. That was the thing I was doing before. I gotta break out that habit, you know, trying to just move up and not just like hop, you know. So did that, and then afterwards, what did I do after? What did I do? What did I do? I think I had single leg curls after, right? Did I do something else, or I think I did single leg curls, 75. I did 70 pounds, right? And I did the first 2 reps. I'm like, this is way too easy. I'm gonna go up to 75. I was trying to do light, but at the same time, 70 pounds felt way too easy. So I did 75 pounds for 12 reps, 13 reps, 2 sets. And I've done 85 pounds before, but the issue is my knees and everything are starting to hurt now as I'm doing more heavier. So I'm like, I'm gonna go lighter and really just focus on control and everything. So yeah, that was pretty much it. And maybe I'll start doing the wrestling after or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna do with the bands and everything. I got to order and everything. And also my knee was hurting. It's been giving me issues a little bit. I think it's because, you know, I was lifting once every single 10 days, like heavy Zerchers. I think now I'm lifting once every single 7 days, heavy Zerchers and everything like that. And now my lifts are really going up again. So I'm very excited about that. Excited for the future, you know, as well, you know, with the fasting and everything. It messes up with everything. So now I'm going to take the week off. I'm still going to lift this entire week. And then after that week, you know, really get my diet, everything back to normal. And then I'm going to go to practice again. Because now I got to change my schedule from lifting at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sometimes at nighttime, to now lifting at like 10 o'clock in the morning. So excited about the future and excited to keep growing and keep growing every single day.